A rejected credit application does not mean you have a bad credit score, and applying somewhere else immediately is the worst move you can make. This diagram shows how every application creates a hard inquiry on your credit report. Each of these markers remains visible to lenders for 5 years. Racking up several in a short period signals severe financial risk to automated lender systems. Panic applying drops your score and compounds the original problem, trapping you in a cycle of rejection. The first step is to stop applying and find out exactly why you were declined. Contact the lender directly and ask for the specific reason they said no. They may have rejected you based on your credit file, or it could be a strict internal rule regarding affordability or product eligibility. This scale illustrates how a pristine credit score is irrelevant if you fail the affordability test. Even with a high income and 0 missed payments, heavy rent, living expenses, and existing debts will tip the scales and trigger an automatic rejection. If you are a new migrant with a limited Australian credit history, your rejection is a product eligibility issue. A thin file is not the same as a file full of defaults. A perfect credit score cannot override a lender's mathematical affordability limits or visa requirements. You have the right to a free report every 3 months. Request copies from both major Australian reporting bodies, Equifax and Experian. Check them for identity errors and look for active credit limits on cards you have already paid off and closed. This timeline shows the difference between a late payment and a default. A payment that is 14 days late stays on your report for 2 years. A formal default requires an overdue amount of at least $150, 60 days late, remaining visible for 5 years. Paying off that default doesn't erase it. The listing updates to paid and stays locked for the full 5-year period. If you spot an inquiry from a lender you never contacted, treat it as a serious identity theft red flag requiring immediate action. Systematically auditing both reports allows you to identify whether your rejection was a simple lender mismatch or a severe reporting error. Correcting genuine errors, like a closed credit card still showing an active limit, is entirely free. You submit the correction request directly to the credit provider or the reporting body. Never pay a credit repair company to do this for you. No service can legally erase accurate negative information or defaults before their retention periods expire. This flowchart outlines your escalation options if a provider refuses to fix an error. After an internal complaint, you can take your case to the Australian Financial Complaints Authority or the Office of the Australian Information Commissioner for privacy breaches. These robust, free dispute pathways exist to protect you, meaning expensive, paid quick fix schemes are completely unnecessary. Before applying again, follow this plan. Ask the lender why the application failed, pull both credit reports, correct any errors for free, and verify your open credit limits and affordability. Securing a loan requires treating your credit report as a strategic management tool. Prepare your facts, reduce unnecessary debt, and break the cycle of rejection.